Backyardbants.
It's that good shit.
Disclaimer: I haven't showered this morning, yo.
That's why I could smell you.
Hey! Enter your car, me going home.
Must include that there.
Enter your car, me
Because
going home.
if you don't include that,
Shots fired.
yeah,
Yeah, you're a hardworking man. I'm a hardworking man.
Says someone who came with a truckload of pee.
Delivered from the
Straight from the 6.
Who came with chocolate or pee?
I'm telling you.
Chris was doing that.
This girl was calling me from the
Nah,
door.
it was 1 hour drive, man. I needed to pee.
That's what you meant. I said you actually came with chocolate or pee.
What she did, like, literally.
My bladder.
Technically, yeah.
Wow.
Yeah,
Oh, touche. Don't worry.
Thank you.
Let me start thinking of comeback now.
You don't want to do that.
Let me start thinking. Touche.
You don't want to do that. I have a folder in my brain.
Touche.
Computer drive.
The one that doesn't shut down.
Check. Welcome, everybody. How's it going? You doing tea? It's been a minute.
For real.
This is Backyardbants, the comedy podcast. I am your humble and gracious host. I go by the name Mr. Dre. I am actually in the building with my nearest and best of friends and someone who I consider a colleague, an elder in the industry.
Wow.
A senior brother. Ladies and gentlemen, we'll get to the special guest, but let's talk to the people who have been in the building.
It's been a minute.
Virus minutes to talk to them.
We're back. We're sorry for the hiatus. There's been some logistics.
I feel like you've been googling that word for a minute.
Because that English.
Let me tell you. When I was
You didn't even
on
pronounce
stage,
it right.
I was going to say pronounce it again.
Calm down.
Say again.
I don't do that. Go and replay this video. You will hear it.
Hiatus.
It don't concern me. Anyways, yeah, we're back. It's your man Imina. It's your man Imina, aka the Free Eagle, aka Triple E, aka the Patrician Eagle, aka you know what is popping.
Let's get it popping. Ladies and gentlemen, a member of the family, a neighbor, someone who's frequently on the pod, who's got her own show, doing big things in the city.
A CEO.
If you don't see O, you see EO. You already know the vibes.
My head is just getting big. I'm getting the bubble head.
Let's talk to them.
Hey, my loves. As you know, this is Oyin. What do I even say? They said it all. CEO, a baby girl, a baddie, Yoruba in jail.
Wow.
My yards are just increased.
Capacitor.
So, thank you. There we go. Capacitor. But yeah, we're back.
Appreciate you for coming down and joining us.
No worries.
Ooh. And then, ladies and gentlemen, you already know the powerhouse of the podcast.
What's up? It's your girl Shamsi, aka Ton
That bass.
Jeez. Yeah.
Soprano. Isn't that
You
bass?
get it.
Right. More like a
And you say you were in the choir.
Eh?
Expose yourself.
Come on. That's
Ladies
why.
and gentlemen, our special neighbor. We don't have guests. We only have neighbors on the show.
have neighbors.
Ladies and gentlemen, all the way from the UK, came out here to shut shit down. In it.
In it.
Wait, where's my own drink, eh? You see.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are joined by superstar from Nollywood, Hollywood, all the way to North Hollywood.
Wow.
Ladies and gentlemen, show some love for Chris Okagbue.
Hey.
What's up, guys? Chris Okagbue in the building. Actually, all the way from Nigeria, passing through the UK. And
Took it detour.
I detoured. Yeah,
Long
it's-
layover.
Yeah, it's great to be in the house. Amazing people. And looking forward to having some fun on the show.
Yeah. It's good having you. We just wrapped up a movie,
Yeah.
which we'll get into as the show goes on. But we finished yesterday, and then went straight to the club, and then we're here. It's crazy.
Yes.
The things I do for Chris.
Oh, you do this for me now. Oh, it's for me now.
Yeah, we have to put the blame on somebody. But let's start briefly. So I was talking to him on the way here. We had a live show before we went. We took a sort of an incognito hiatus.
It was deserved, okay? It was deserved. Let's not
Only
even
Shamsi
say-
can say it was deserved. Because
it was
if I say it was deserved, it was like, nah, because I got messages from people asking
Now
me.
that Shamsi has said it.
We're
That's
okay.
it.
Yes.
Don't do it.
We don't have the
It doesn't
same
apply
level.
there.
We don't have the same
You don't have the same
We
grace.
don't have the same backing in this industry. Shamsi was taking a well-deserved break.
Hey,
Just
don't
had to
blame it
succumb.
on me. Wait. Let them not come and...
We are her backup. So when she moved,
You move.
Before we get into all of that, how's everybody doing though? How you feeling, you know?
me, to be honest,
How you been?
I'm feeling good. Sun's out. Hopefully we'll start seeing a lot of stories that people are showing with the bikinis and stuff. That's my juicy part of summer.
That's
you know?
your
Just
life
swiping through stories, just seeing this, I'll be like, yeah, life's good. When you can't have it, you can only feed your eyes. But anyways, I mean, the weather is getting nice. It's good to not have to worry about what
Which
I did,
jacket?
the blizzard and blah blah blah. And that should piss me off. But now I have to worry about changing tire. Hey God.
Just get all seasons.
Don't
Like
trust
that's-
all
No,
seasons in this
Him
country.
and all season driving.
Oh no.
He's driving and all season.
Okay, just
No.
get winter. Just don't worry.
Got this part. I'm a very. I do any season you want.
Where have you been? It's been
I've
Castle. I haven't seen you in like 3 weeks.
I haven't
This
seen
work.
you. Where have you been?
So basically, you haven't seen each other.
So, yeah, technically. But I've been good, just busy, head down, head low, sleeping. That's it.
Yeah, I can testify to that. Pick my call, no. When she picks, there
Nah,
was one time she picked
technically-
the call, she was in complete dark at 5 p.m. It's just 5 p.m. But it was completely dark. And they were, Oh yeah, I was just
You know what's funny? I spoke to Oyin for there was a week I spoke to Oyin like 3 times, and every time I called her, she sounded tired, like she was sleeping.
I was actually sick, cool. Like I was overwhelmed. Like, listen, I'm a hard worker. Yeah, I needed to sleep.
Yeah.
So when you're calling me, I'm sleeping. See, I came here. I was sleeping and I came here today.
Thank you. God
So
bless you.
don't say I didn't do anything for you guys.
Chris, how have you been this last few weeks?
Come and dump peace in my head.
Last few weeks, you know the vibes. It's been.
You know the vibes. My guy.
Well, yeah, it's been challenging. It's been intense. That's the word. But it's been fun as well. Flew in and started filming literally the same very day, right?
You started shooting from the airport.
Literally from the
Oh,
airport.
wow.
Just
From
got
the
off
day you just arrived.
got off the plane and we started filming from the airport because I had
From
an
the
airport
airport?
scene. Yeah.
So it's like walking out of the airport, that scene.
Yeah.
And someone come and hug you.
And filmed every single day for the last,
12, 13 days.
12, 13 days. So it's been fun. It's been draining. And but I'm glad we're done now. We have good material. But we'll talk about that later, I guess. But yeah, I'm feeling good. I just really need to sleep like a lot.
Yeah.
So I can get back to my 100. Like I feel like I'm on a 70, which is not so bad.
It makes sense.
Right?
You need to recharge.
Yeah.
Oh, God, yeah.
Yeah.
Tanamo,
What's popping?
how have you been for the last 3 weeks?
I've been good. Just busy with work,
Yeah.
enjoying the sun. Getting ready for summer. Your girl does
God.
not work this
See.
summer.
Tension
Getting
now.
ready for the summer.
Tension.
It's different. It's different when guys say they're getting ready for the summer and girls say they're getting ready for the summer. It's totally different. It's totally different.
No, I'm getting ready financially because your girl does not work during the summer. So
Oh, yeah.
You're gonna be all right.
Wait, so teachers actually don't get paid in the summer?
because I am a substitute teacher,
Okay.
and you're not full time, long term,
Mm-hmm.
you don't get paid in the summer. But once you
Damn.
become permanent, you get paid during the summer.
Oh.
How do we permanent it?
Jesus will permanent it for you, don't worry.
Open doors. That's how it works. But yeah, it's
Nice.
been good.
Well, that's good, man. It's good to see that you're everybody's
How are
doing
you?
good.
Mr.
I haven't had.
What do you call? What's your? You've been scarce.
Yeah.
I haven't
Where have you
discussed,
been?
so I've been on interwebs. According to Chris, we haven't seen each other.
Interwebs.
I've been on
Interwebs.
No, you have not, because even on social media we barely see you.
I know.
It's just day 1, day 2, day 10,
That's
4 more days.
That's it.
Camera.
That's it. Literally. That's it. That's
Uber
it.
Eats.
That's it.
The other day, I saw one of the snaps from your set, and you guys had nylon over camera and shit, like, the rain and stuff. How is that thing? So please run me this because you are shooting, so you are at the back of the camera and stuff. How does the picture come out?
That is
Like, what are you covering?
With the bag over the camera?
Yeah.
You film with like.
You can take it away. You were the one in front of it.
I mean, you're not covering the lens. That's what's important,
Okay, so you
right?
just mask a whole
Mask
lot
the
of
whole
other
thing.
Yeah,
things,
because
and then
it was the
landscape.
day we were filming by the docks.
Yeah,
it was very windy. It was cold, and it was
windy.
raining. The water was just splashing up, so you cover the camera
Damn.
so the water doesn't get in it. Because if it does,
It's
Yeah.
wrong.
Yeah, literally, so we're literally by the water, and
Yeah,
like behind the
literally.
camera, there's the water was hitting the rocks, so
And
it's
splashing.
So it's
splashing.
splashing
back
through.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nah, I got. So when should there be like costumes and all those things and prepare? But do you guys have any should I say plans to like when you meet extreme weathers like that or situations that are not unfavorable to the costume you guys already planned?
Yeah,
on set.
there's really nothing you can do about it, especially except if the costume hasn't been established. Say, for instance, we have in the movie there's scene 2 and then there's scene 5. Scene 2 is you and I having this conversation in this kitchen, and scene 5 is you and I the same day at the beach, right? So we shot this first. You've established that costume. I've established this, so we have to wear the same thing at the beach. So we get to the beach, regardless of the weather.
We did
have
not
to
establish
wear.
the
You have to wear
We have to
that.
wear the same costume.
Continuity.
Yeah, and that was exactly
Wow.
what happened because I already
Exactly.
had like a
Yeah, like a sweater on.
and I was
And
I
the guy
could
was
feel my organs shaking. Like this one was not just
Yeah.
outside body. Your inner veins were shaking.
That's-
So it was
that's
like
the
almost like
Canadian
every time
cold.
they
Yeah.
say cut, they run to me with a jacket and a
Yeah.
blanket,
Aw.
and then I'm shaking. And then when they say action again, I have to pretend like I'm not cold.
That didn't happen.
So you go from to
And what there's acting and there's acting.
It's acting.
There was an extra on set.
Yeah.
And he's a Caucasian guy, he's a white
Yeah.
guy. This guy went from white to red
yeah.
because he
wow.
was
Cool.
His
cold.
nose, his ears, and he had to play guitar.
Yeah.
And imagine playing guitar with like literally frozen fingers.
Oh.
There
Yeah.
you go.
Thank God
That
I
part
wasn't
wasn't fun.
an actress.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it looks good on camera.
That's what matters.
That's
Which
the
is what
that's the
matters.
main thing.
Yeah, so when you watch it, you're like,
Wow. Nah, that's actually tough, man. Kudos to you guys, man.
Yeah.
I
Thank
mean,
you.
I, it's something I want to experience, but not that harsh part. You have to prepare for that weather.
we've seen it all. Extremely hot, extremely cold, extremely wet.
Actually, yeah,
We've seen it all.
like
It was part of the work.
it's
Damn.
crazy. It's crazy.
Speaking of work, I was talking to him about the live show that we did in April. So
Yeah.
we want to thank everybody that came out. Shout out everybody that bought a ticket. Shout out everybody that showed up and showed out and was part of the show. Because that's how the show works. Like if you guys aren't part of the show, then we'll be talking
Yeah,
to.
we know shit, yeah.
It'll be
I
really
think
no
it
show.
was sold out to people.
Yeah, it's slide. Just be sliding.
No, I was slide it in
Slide
now.
it in there.
Hey,
Sold
Talking
out.
shit.
sold out show. You dig? And again, we got a standing ovation.
We really did.
Did we?
Yeah, we did.
Eh?
I was on stage. Did we?
We did the no. It's the wave one. The one.
The
Oh, the way.
Ah,
The way.
And
the
then
best.
when we now finish, and
So it's
then
more like
Oh.
a standing ovation.
Yeah.
my
I
guy.
was thinking
That's
My,
that type of
don't
situation.
overshadow. You hear what you just said?
I've got
ovation.
folders up in here.
You gonna be
Enough
friends
for
with
they
him.
are unpacking.
Yeah.
My guy, this is a wait. Yo! Oh, links effect.
So I wanted to get your opinion because you were Owen's part of the show. But she
I
was
was
an
a
audience.
guest,
She was
so
a
you're
guest.
welcome.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you to the guests now.
Okay,
You're
okay.
welcome.
Oh, okay, that part.
You're not ashamed of it.
Really, you're not really a guest. You're a family
Like,
member.
you're not
I
ashamed
came
of it.
as
You got
a
your
guest,
tipping,
no?
yeah.
I sat
So
in
I
the
want to kind of
audience.
get everybody's take real quick.
We'll start from the guest.
Yes, we'll get
Yeah.
this point of view, and then we'll get each other's takes.
Yeah.
Okay, so how did you see the show?
It was really good.
Yeah.
It was definitely better than the first one.
Don't call that first one. That was
No,
That was a
like in a
pilot,
good
no?
way.
No,
That's
but
good.
that-
Shh. They asked me.
okay. Yeah, I
Nah.
guess.
But it was really, really good. Like I really liked the fact that people came out, they showed out, and the audience were actually like involved. I loved the game segment as well. And you guys didn't even need an MC. You guys were the MC. Like literally. But it was really, really good. Like kudos. And the sponsors. I need my painting. But the
Yeah.
sponsors and everything was really good.
Yeah.
Thank you.
So well done, guys. I'm so proud of y'all.
Don't talk like that. Your own show coming up. It's okay.
Yeah, I
no.
don't have my show coming up, but continue.
How about you?
Man,
Fun fact: the man ripped his pants on stage.
Shut up. How?
Maybe the audience was the one that told them.
I do not repeat. The pants ripped.
Wait.
Clear difference.
Yeah, to be honest, when I went to the crowd to say hi to some people after my own game
They
part,
said, "Oh, yeah, it's ripped now."
someone was like, yeah, just so I don't know if anybody saw, but I saw your pants. I was like, my leg
You
went
know,
sliding.
and I can tell you exactly when you ripped it. When you just came in and you did the dance with the leg.
Oh,
up.
no, that
I'm sure it was when you
that
ripped
wasn't
it.
the time. Because
When did you rip it then? That's the only time you could
when I
ripped
was
it.
sitting for the game,
Yeah.
yeah, that's
So you
that's
ripped
the
it by
when.
sitting down?
I don't know, maybe
Your
I
bum bum's that
I
big?
just
No, but you know
Where
that's
did
karma.
it rip?
it's like right
Damn.
under. Oh my!
But that's
goodness.
karma though.
Who be that?
Because when they revealed who the person was, the person you chose for the game, you're like, oh,
You know why? Because he knows her.
Well, at least pretend. Be
No,
like,
my
he's
reaction
like,
was
oh.
actually good. My face,
No,
maybe,
it wasn't.
my voice was
You're
a
like,
bit different.
oh.
My face
sir,
had
you were
more
like,
excitement,
oh,
but
no, it
my
did
voice
not.
probably didn't
Wallahi,
have.
it did not.
But she felt the excitement. Sha.
She did not.
She did. She was looking at me, not you.
I was looking at you guys.
No, you were looking at me, but she was looking at me, so she was backing you. So
But that was karma because like, oh.
Right.
How you gonna say oh to a
The biggest
beautiful
camera, she
girl?
did not take me out. That's the biggest camera. She did not take me out. That's the biggest. Let's talk about the elephant that is not in the room. It's supposed to be a game where you take people out. You sell movie tickets. And Melody said, you don't have to take him out. I was going to be like, say what? And then I played along. I'm like, yeah, you don't have to.
You wanna can see film.
Why would you not want to take him out?
Shams, how about you?
Well,
Are you done?
so I thoroughly enjoyed the whole thing. I liked how, because we went around the room literally to say hi to almost everybody that we can possibly say hi to and get their opinions as well. And it was so gratifying to see that everybody had a good time. You know, they had they enjoyed their money's worth, I would say, right? And it was a whole vibe. The whole room was a vibe, and that's like my best takeaway, when everybody enjoyed their night.
You know the thing about and then at the end of the night of a show, right? That's my worst part.
See, don't even start,
because I'm trying to pack up and leave.
I know,
People
boy.
are
Because
trying
that
to
thing, you know when they're saying that you got Burna Boy at the O2, Theory K after
He'll walk out,
11
people
o'clock.
will
Yeah.
book up for him.
If people are staying, or they want to know Theory K, they are still charging you. And
Yeah.
people are still saying hi, and then the DJ is now giving them jams.
And they're not
Yeah,
They're not
it was
cutting
a
off.
DJ.
DJ started-
Yeah, they wanted to have
When
fun.
we finished, the DJ started with, "Who never welcome house of
That was when it's now
Forget it.
starting.
Exactly.
Your money is counting.
What is that
They
guy doing?
snaps,
Oh.
they snaps, they pictures, they videos, everything
Yeah.
now starts. People that were there in the audience started meeting themselves like they haven't seen each other for a year or 2 years. So it's now a whole meet and greet between them.
It took
But
them
that's
like
good
an hour and a
though.
half.
No,
to
it's
do
good,
it.
but
It was a
like,
nice community.
It's not
Yeah,
good on
it's
the back end.
we got received the email. I just say, Sarah,
2 hours.
Damn.
the email is still on red.
But I guess next time you factor that into the.
Yeah.
No matter how much you factor it,
Yeah,
it's always
No
going
matter how, yeah.
Maybe you can like say, let's say it finishes at like 9.
What we have to start doing is we'll sell meet and greet package.
At this point,
Or just don't get a DJ.
at
Just
this
like
point,
cut it.
because the
Yeah,
meet
we
and
did
greet
DJ.
money will be used for the actual time.
That is true.
Is it idea?
That is true.
Shams, how about you?
I think it was pretty good vibe for someone that rarely goes on stage.
You did so well, by the way.
Thank
You
you.
owned it.
Thank you,
That was
thank you.
good.
I appreciate that. But yeah, like it was only my second time being on speaking in front of people. And
Yet, second
doing
time
that.
yet.
Shut up.
So far.
More so
Yeah,
far.
and counting.
It was a good experience, and being able to like be out there, interact with everybody at the same time, and have like an actual stage setting compared to
Yeah.
the first time.
Well, it was more
It allowed
intimate.
us to have like more control over the audience and over like communication, conversation, interaction, all that. But
Yeah.
it was good vibes. I liked it.
That's good.
Nah, man, I'm glad somebody was on stage because there was a conversation about something that was said. I can't remember. I think
Squirting.
it was squirting.
Oh my God. Yeah.
All the guys were mute.
All the guys are.
What was that about?
The question was, I want to know the difference. What's the difference between squirting and peeing?
And pee.
Was the question thrown to the guys or the girls?
He
Okay,
just
was-
threw
was-
it.
was just
Anybody.
thrown
You
out.
just threw it to throw it.
Wow.
And on stage,
Nobody
there's
wants
3
to catch
guys
it.
and 1 girl. So
So they
They
were
all-
I want the
yes.
pastor.
they all dressed. Shamsi, this is for you.
Is it one has on hands experience?
The only one that can answer this question is
And you held it down pretty well.
I
Yeah,
answered
you
it with my
did.
chest. I'm like, you
Girls
know
were
what?
clapping. Girls were clapping and stuff. Like, okay, cool. But for me now, I think it was for me was the thing on my bucket list. Like if you go into I have a calendar, not a calendar, but like a board where I have like everything I want to accomplish in 2022. And for me, that's like reality. And so I'm happy, man. I'm
great.
just excited to see more things happen. So again, thank everybody who came out. You know, the whole team, the whole gang, everybody that's not here. Naza, Anthony, Melody, Dikachi, who all part of the family. But yeah, I wanted to just do that brief, so now we can get into the
real
show.
shit.
The real shit. Let's start with this guy. Gulda Ultimate Search.
Oh, wow, really? Where'd you dig that out from?
I've done my research.
Oh,
Tell
my
me about that.
Oh, that was a lifetime ago.
Yeah, we know.
Yeah. long story, I'll just keep it short. 2010, I tried out for Good Ultimate Search. For those who do not know, it's a Nigerian reality TV show. Sort of like a survival kind of show,
Okay.
right? Where they just put you in the jungle and you fend for yourself. You're going through obstacles, challenges, tasks, and surviving eviction till the very last day. And then you get to win if you're the last man or woman standing. Tried out the first time in 2010, went far but didn't make it into the final cut. Then tried again in 2011, which was more difficult because that was the first time in the history of the show. By the way, this was the season 8 of the show, right?
Okay.
The first time they had, because usually they have like maybe 10 or 12 contestants, 5 guys, 5 girls, or 6 girls, 6 guys. But for the first time in history, they had 30 people going into batches of 3, like batch A, 10 people, batch B, and batch C. So the format was batch A would go into the jungle and spend X amount of weeks, and the last 3 people standing automatically qualify for the contest of champions, which was the theme of that season.
Right.
So we have 3 people from A, 3 people from B, which was my batch, and then 3 people from C, which is automatically 9 people, right?
Yeah.
So what that happens is every other evicted contestants, the viewers get to vote 1 person from each batch. So 1 person is voted from A, B, and C.
Too
The
safe.
3 of them now do a task. Whoever wins joins the already qualified 9, making us 10.
Okay.
And then all 10 of us go back in the jungle the second time
Damn.
for the main show.
For the main
which
show.
That one is the one that you feel it in your gizzard. And as God would have it, I won that season. And that was
So I googled something. They said, I don't know if you remember this, but they said
Yeah.
they give you clothing allowance.
it. Yeah.
Did they actually give you clothing allowance?
Yes, they did.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Back then, giving away like the gifts were actually true.
It was lit. It was 7 million naira and then 500k clothing allowance. And then the SUV that was worth 10 million naira.
Because fast forward to like
Yeah.
10 years later, not the same show, but an event, they give someone a car.
Yeah.
As
Yeah.
at an award night.
Yeah.
They called the guy later and said, please.
Yeah. You know, the funny thing, before I
Return the
went for
car.
the show, I used to think that a lot of like reality shows are very, if you get. So going for the show for me wasn't necessarily because I wanted to win or the car. I didn't even know what the car looks like until the day that I saw the car after I had won. Because in my mind, I'm like, these people that tomorrow they say I should bring the car back. You know, or there are some shows, I'm not going to mention names, that you win X amount of money, but you don't really get that amount of money. You get like half of it, but they just put that out there for that, you know. So in my mind, I'm like, this Ultimate Search. That was what I thought about the show before I went, and it's the only show that I can personally vouch for because I've been in there. That when you win, they give you your money, and they give you your car. They don't take it from you, except you maybe mess up or you know, just like every. Other than the fact that it's a reality TV show, is also tied to a brand, which is Nigerian Breweries. So you have to represent the brand and carry the brand, at least for that 1 year that you're the ultimate man. It's just like beauty pageants where if you win and you're not able to, you know, obey the whatever,
Miss Universe.
stuff. So the person in second place automatically takes your place.
Yep.
You know, nobody takes your place. You're still the ultimate man, but you kind of like, you know, a lot of things just don't go your way. So you just have to kind of like behave. You don't do things that you're not supposed to do. You're not representing good as a brand. You can't be seen outside drinking a beer that is a competing brand. So so my vote was fun.
Do you drink beer?
I actually the very first time I tasted beer in my life was actually Gouda.
Okay.
And I did say this at the audition. We were like, this one I just say this. But it was the truth. But the funny thing was that it gave me a massive headache.
Damn.
And I went to sleep and woke up, and the only thing I wanted to take was Gouda again.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
To cure the
Yeah. So
Once beaten,
Twice
twice.
shy.
So I think before I move on to something else, I just wanted to ask, like, why Gould the Ultimate Search? Like, there's Big Brother, there's other soft life shows. Why did you want to suffer?
Not be saying I me like suffer head past sha, but there was just something about the show that was very interesting. I'm a curious person, and I've seen a few episodes, few seasons, by the way, and I just found it very interesting. I never auditioned for Big Brother, not because I didn't like it or anything. So,
Are you okay?
Village people,
This is right after you said you never auditioned for Big Brother.
Yeah, I mean, prior to the show, I never auditioned for Big Brother. I actually never thought about it. But the same year that I auditioned for Ultimate Search, I auditioned for every single reality show that was existing at the time. I auditioned for Peak Talent Show, I think it was Glow Niger Sings at the time, Project Fame, because I do sing a little bit. Yeah. So I auditioned for everything and I got callbacks for all of them. The only reason I went for Ultimate Search was, one, I found it more interesting. And secondly, the callback format was kind of like more engaging. You go for an audition today, you get a call back tomorrow, you maybe skill through day one, and you have to come back the very next day for the day two, right? And you skill through days, you have to come back for the day three, as opposed to some other shows that maybe it takes about a week before you get a call back or a month or whatever. So theirs was like,
Bam, bam, bam.
and I was just following you get up until like, oh yeah, you're going to the jungle. I'm like, okay, cool. Bye guys, see you in a month. So yeah, that was the reason that happened. Yeah.
Can I ask a question?
Shoot.
So why didn't you audition for Big Brother?
I did audition for Big Brother after Ultimate Search.
Okay.
But I would say this was like maybe a couple of years ago. It was probably out of pressure, not from me, but a lot of people. You go for Big Brother. You're Big Brother material. I'm like, I don't really know about being in the house for 3 months. I mean, it's a long time to be away from reality because in there, I feel like it's just, I don't have a problem with getting along with people. I'm not claustrophobic or anything. I think that I would do well. It's just that for me, it would require a lot of like psychological preparation, which I wasn't really necessarily ready for. So the year that I did audition for it was more like, it was even like last minute. So I'm like, let me just go. So even at the audition, I could tell that even in my own heart, I did not give it my all because it wasn't coming from something I wanted to do. Right. Unlike Ultimate Search, I went the first year, 2010, it didn't work. I went back the second year.
Yeah.
But for Big Brother, it was more like, fine, let me go so all of you can rest. So when I came out, they didn't pick me, cool and fine. At least I tried, you know, so that's probably why that didn't happen. So yeah.
Nice.
So this Big Brother is about three months. How long is the good Ultimate Search?
Ultimate Search was because we had to go into jungle twice, right? So the first one was about almost a month. And then the second one was close to that as well.
And that's like so is that the first part or the second, that 2011 one where you had like 30 people?
Yes.
The second
one.
So the second one that
The
first one
every other season is pretty much the same thing because the only difference with ours is because we had to go in 3 different batches. So every batch goes into the jungle and they stay for the same amount of time. But for other seasons where it's just one group, they go in and they stay for about 28 days, which is practically a month. Yeah.
So talk to me, Chris.
Yeah.
Were you guys actually in the jungle, or could you see the streets?
Good question. I'm glad that
Was it a
came
set?
up.
Was
now
it?
let me give you this story. We all thought, everybody who has ever gone for Ultimate Search, I can hit my chest and see this anywhere, would always think that once the camera goes off, they take you to a hotel, you just chill. In the morning, they bring you back and you're in the jungle again just to fool. That's what we all thought. Now, the most difficult part about the show has nothing to do with the physical. Is more mental and psychological because days before you actually go into the jungle, they spoil you with excess food.
Lose guard.
Luxury. You're staying in like the best hotel. You're eating 4 or 5 times a day. Now we talk say, we don't want to eat again. You know. So imagine getting used to that for like 2 weeks. Monday to Sunday. Then another Monday morning, which is supposedly another usual day. You get in the bus and you just start to drive and then get somewhere and then you stop and say, everybody calm down and your journey starts now. So imagine going from that to going for 3 days without eating anything. No food, no water. So that's the first part that breaks you down. That's the part where everybody asks themselves, why did I come for this thing?
Wait, you actually didn't eat anything?
Yeah,
you
3
fasted?
days, no food, no water. They intentionally do that. That's the first breaking point. Right? So
journal.
first night, we're in the jungle. We have our bamboo sticks, ropes, because you're obviously supposed to make your tent yourself. The way you make your bed, that's how you sleep in it. In our mind, we are still thinking, let's just be doing. She'll be like to soon come. They'll off this camera. You're just looking at us when night came. Because obviously the show is not live, not like Big Brother, right? We record to a point and then, start the next day again. Thinking that these people will tell us, no, they go. That's how we were just there. I sat on my bucket, had my backpack on and a raincoat. And I sat on it from what felt like, it wasn't what felt like, what actually was maybe 11 p.m. till 7 a.m. next day. And it was raining nonstop. So it's not your usual township. It's the rainforest rain.
Mess up.
It doesn't use to announce that it's coming. It just shows. And then it takes like that first morning is when it's like, okay, this shit is real. Yeah.
Wow.
So yes, we actually did live in the jungle all through the show.
Hey.
Thank God you won. No.
I know. You not come back.
You
And
not
I'm like,
come
all
away.
this for nothing.
I used to say, like, no shade to anybody who has been to the show and hasn't won. But personally for me, Ultimate Search is not worth it if you don't win.
Right.
Really,
Because
yeah.
the suffer is too much to not win.
Whoa,
It's
3
too
days,
much now.
I break.
Big brother, even if you don't, at least you chill for house. You go party every Friday or Saturday, see Shayo dance, link up, do boyfriend, girlfriend, see, enjoy, have small fun. Because Ultimate Search, you suffer head all through, and then get to that maybe like the last day. So when you not come and win, you'll not be carrying second place. Like, you know now.
I know second place is just you are the last one to carry last. Like, do they have shuttle ready for after that first 3 days where they break? Because within that 3 days, I'll probably break the second day or this thing because I cannot hack it.
Yeah, a lot of people actually quit the first 3 days. They're like they're not doing this
They have
anymore.
replacements for them.
No. Yeah, if you're out, you're out.
Yeah, they'll just announce that.
If you're out, you're out.
Searching,
Yeah.
whatever. You have, somebody has left the show.
Yeah, even people who make it through the first 3 days, still at some point in time they can't, because it gets harder. It gets harder. You know, sometimes we're in the middle of the night at 1 a.m., 2 a.m., whatever time it is, because obviously we don't have wristwatches or anything. You're sleeping and then they come and then they take you right there from your sleep to go do a task or a chat in the middle of the night. So it's very, but that's the unpredictability of it is what I love about it. The fact that it's like actually, anything can happen at any point in time, and that's what I love about it. It's just very.
Kudos to you.
Wow, that's actually quite impressive.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
So let me move for a second. So speaking of movies, right? I don't know if you guys saw this, but the Fast and Furious franchise, right?
Yeah.
Are they making another one?
They're making another one.
Yeah, they're making
But the director who's been doing the most ones
Yeah.
is stepping down, right? And so apparently for the new one, they recruited Aquaman. What's his name? Jason
That guy, yeah.
To
He's
direct or to
directing.
be.
No,
No.
he's acting in the next
acting
one.
in it.
Okay.
But I wanted to ask you guys, right? If we were to have a Nigerian actor, maybe Chris can start,
Yeah.
because I really don't know a lot of Nigerian actors, just the ones that I've been opportunity to meet. But
Yeah.
who do you guys think should play? Because I always bring in new people, right?
Yeah.
I'm sure there's probably a Nigerian in there somewhere. But
Yeah.
just thinking about which Nigerians would you want to see in
Fast and Furious.
That kind of
Furious.
movie.
Yeah.
I have someone already.
Well, go first then.
Go.
Ramsey Noah.
What's the good to
Because
see?
if you watch Blood Sisters, you get why.
Please, we are doing Fast and Furious and you're doing blood sisters.
No,
You see blood.
blood
We are
sisters.
seeing
You
a
said
different
no,
type
no,
of blood.
because
not blood
you said what African actor, no?
Yeah.
Hey, nah.
please justify
Ramsey
it.
Noah, baby.
Justify it.
Because
it means we have to watch Blood
you
Sisters
have to watch Blood
understand.
because like that movie, he didn't say anything, but he was driving. So that's why.
So that's why it should be on Fast and
I
Furious.
had a totally different opinion on why he'll be on the show. Probably like the
He's just really
ringleader,
good,
just
the
calling the
legend.
shots, you know.
Just,
Yeah.
yeah, man.
Or you just see the action. That's wild. Even what about you?
Is it past or present? Because I haven't watched a lot of Nollywood movies in the present.
Past, present.
Present, future.
My past is going to be sent to me. Mama, that's my Nigeria. That's my Nigeria actor.
Put pictures of
Just
the
put the
actors.
picture.
Okay, so
on the
sent to
video.
me. See when you watch a lot of big hero movies like Guns or whatever, like you look at Jason Statham, or they'll bring who is this? I mean, Dwayne Johnson is too big, right? So I will not put him. So you look at Jason Statham, he's well built, so like he can do gun and do. But I think Saint Toby is more of guns though. But he's like that one hard guy that they usually put, and then they have like Gentle Jack. That guy is like, okay, that's Dwayne Johnson version of the
Nigerian version,
right? But like I've seen a lot of Saint Toby movies that is like the action guy. So I think he can try to
He can do
blend
it.
into their gangster this thing, ruffian this thing. But he cannot drive. Maybe he will be in the passenger seat.
He has written a whole script for
I
a new
swear.
film. He said, in this one, you will not drive. You can't drive.
Because those days when they do their driving scenes, you see the camera move, the camera move. The next thing he's in church. Take me to mama. I think that was one movie he did, right? So let's not put him in a car yet. Maybe he wants to know I can drive.
Exactly.
But
There you go.
Action wise, he's one of those with Gentle Jack. But I think Saint Toby will be one.
That's funny, man. You guys don't know this guy, but mine is Sam Dede.
I know Sam Dede. Odeshi.
Just put the picture.
Isakaba. Oh, he's the guy that.
Why won't you know?
Why
Say
would
you-
you know? That's
How would
that's
you
like
know?
back in the, like I think I stopped watching like a lot of Nollywood like so many.
I
years
can just
ago.
picture him like on a cliff. Like you see how like the cars, you know, when all of them are driving on a stretch.
Yeah.
They'll be down there driving the stretch. You just see Sam Dede. Officer,
Drop the rocks.
Did you have any?
No, no.
No, really. Okay. How about you, Chris?
I would say, I don't know if you know Enyina Nwigwe.
Hey.
Enyina was in a lot of movies. He was in The Wedding Party. I don't know if you've seen The Wedding
I
Party.
didn't see that one. Did you see the wedding?
Yeah.
Yeah, but I don't know.
He was in The Wedding Party. He played brother to, I think the part 2 was more about him.
Oh, that
Remember?
guy.
Yeah, light skin, bit built.
Oh, yeah, I know who you're talking about.
The reason I picture him playing that role because one, I think he has the physical look for it. He's quite built. He has a calm demeanor, and I feel like he kind of like reminds me of a Jason, right?
Yeah.
But a calmer Jason,
calmer
who
Jason.
you know, someone who would like literally fuck shit up without having to say so much.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Why can't you do it?
who me?
Yeah, why
I mean,
can't-
we're not mentioning myself. Right?
Come
We're
like what you would
excluding
actually
myself.
say.
No,
Because
I
I know
feel
you.
like-
You can't tell us the role you could play in.
Oh, me. Well, first of all, I'll be the only one in the film. Yeah. since I'm allowed
Fast
to.
and serious. You're only fast and serious.
Yes, I'm too serious. Man. It's just gonna be me. Yeah.
You know how they say? You know how they say F is about family.
It's a family. It's a fucking family.
But I mean, if I was gonna be in Fast and Furious, I think I would like the role of. I don't want to be lead. I think I just want that guy who's part of the team, who's very, very when it comes to like physical combat. Yeah, he's not
Tyrese.
really
Like Jackie Chan
Yeah,
vibe.
yeah.
Tyrese or like Ludacris?
No,
Ludacris
no,
has a lot of
not
room.
not a
Text.
Tyrese.
Because Tyrese
no.
was a joker.
It's more like he would rather fist fight you than use a gun or a knife, and he's
Yeah.
gonna mess you up. Like he
Okay.
knocks you out before you even blink.
Oh wow.
Yeah, that's the
Torero
that's the
similar.
kind of
Although
guy.
Torero is lead, but he does a lot of
Like
physical
fire.
damage.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That guy was a mechanic in his past life. I'm pretty sure. He was an actual mechanic in his past life. They were speaking
Family.
of like,
Family,
Family.
and don't turn your back on family.
speaking of, do you guys see the thing about Drake, where Drake followed some
Yeah.
guy's wife?
Yeah,
Oh my
bro.
gosh.
That thing was wild.
That's wild.
It's like E for energy. I like that.
Yo.
It's actually like,
I like that.
come on now, like
What do you like about it?
Because it's like if you're gonna be a troll,
How
I'll help you out. Because I'm sure his wife is happy about it. I'm sure his wife
Well, his
said
wife
thank
was tweeting
you.
about like
Exactly.
talking about
She
it.
mentioned him.
Yeah, exactly.
She
She's
mentioned
happy
him
about
purpose,
it.
like,
So
on
technically,
purpose.
he did her a favor.
But do you think she can leave? Do you think she actually like? Because Drake message times is like, "I'm
got
here
you.
for you, mama. I
Yeah.
got you, mama."
I
I'm
don't.
not gonna take it too far.
Huh?
Yeah, I don't.
you never know.
Some ladies, shall we go?
Yeah, I was just gonna say that. Listen, you
never
can't
know.
really trust human beings. This is not
Yeah.
a can't trust woman, I can't trust man. Anything can happen. You know,
It's-
maybe
If he puts
maybe
the right pressure, she can go.
If she's smart, she can just like tell the husband, "Connors will deal you. Let me just, I'll bring the car. You get." That's what you call
Literally,
partnership.
literally.
P for partnership.
No, that's
In
true.
marriage. There you go.
See, that's what I know. That's what you're going to do.
Huh?
Baby, we've already struggled. Let's just keep
Let's
striking.
just-
Let's keep
Let's
going.
just
Let's see how far this can go.
Don't worry, I still love you. I still
this
love
thing
you.
don't
I'm
used to
bringing
happen
in the
every day.
money
It's
now.
Drake. We are talking about Drake here. Drake. It's not Zlatan. Drake.
Like, hey, there's only one. Do we need any
It's from
proof?
the seed.
You see the name, you see the blue tick is real.
It's
Honey,
real.
Like,
let's
babe,
get
Nina
this
made
why
right.
just
nothing.
not,
I'm saying nothing was done for. He's the guy that sang.
I will help you as the guy. I will help you pick out outfits where you are going to wear.
I even drop you off.
Baby, don't wear that
I'll wait
perfume.
for
Wear
you.
this one.
Yeah, wear this one. I looked at it. I saw it's like it's a momentary sport kind of thing, right? It's not Drake. Obviously, he's gonna do all that trolling or whatever, but for his image, he's not.
He's
gonna
not gonna
take
go
it too
that far.
Yeah,
No,
he's
I
not
don't
gonna
think
go
so.
that far, right? So
Why? Because it's Canadian?
No.
It's
No,
not
no,
that.
no.
If,
It's
I
not-
just
Future
feel
will
like,
take it all the way.
it's gonna be-
exactly.
Future is for the street. Leave it there.
I
Leave
mean,
it there. I mean, Drake wants a kind of like hard guy, hood guy rep.
yeah,
but he still
but
wants
he's
to be
very
clean.
humble
Yeah,
still.
he still wants to be clean. So he's not gonna. He might just actually do that. Maybe he might even go as far as like even talking them down and be like, okay, yeah, let's.
I feel like he'll just take her on a date,
It
but I
could-
don't
it
think
could
he'll
happen,
go
yeah.
that
Yeah,
far.
making it sound like he's going to pay the guy's mortgage off. And
To be honest,
if I'm trolling,
to be honest,
I mean,
from
the
the
wife,
follow-
if the wife is smart,
I
if the
think
wife
from
is
the
smart,
follow, she could eventually optimize her social
yeah,
media
Yeah.
before you
Like,
know
for
money is
real.
coming in.
Yeah.
Unless
Yeah.
you
But she already got a lot of
unfollowed
followers right now
exactly.
just from that.
So just monetize that, man.
And before you know, maybe they just have one kind of links, and then maybe if
Himina.
she's near Toronto, the next thing is like, oh, let's do meet and greet. It's just friendly. Now we're friends, isn't it?
But Chris, has anybody like trolled you online? Like
all the time.
yeah? What's the one crazy one that you can remember?
Shit, off the top of my head now. Some of them I actually find very funny, smart. Let me see. I can't think of any right now. When I remember, can I tell you?
Oh, for sure,
Yeah,
for sure.
Have to
Well,
go-
nobody has
have to go
trolled
through my
us
folders.
because
We're not famous like that.
Wait, is this your cubic on your neck?
Nobody has thrown us. They're not throwing you. CEO.
Maybe like mouth trolling, but not like online trolling though.
That's crazy.
How
So
did
nah.
that one go about? Me, I haven't experienced anyone.
You know when you just hear someone like someone said, "Oh, they never liked me because of the way I carry myself." Like I think
I had that
I think
before.
I'm all that because
Yeah.
I walk around with whatever. It's like sis,
Got
sit
that. I
down.
literally just deleted a message before we started the show about. I don't even know. I don't. The worst part is some of them don't actually follow you.
Yeah.
I open your page, you're not following me, so you're obviously not a fan or whatever. But why are you DMing me saying the least you can do is at least reply the comments? But I don't know what you're feeling like.
Oh wow.
I'm like, I don't even remember what are we
Yeah.
talking about again? You know, and stuff like that. But I mean, I'm used to it. You can't let it get to you. It's part of the job.
Don't let it get to you! I think this guy is full of vibes. This guy is...
I'm not gonna give you context, but there's a saying on the podcast.
Don't let
Don't let
it
it get to you.
Nazo should have been here.
Clap your boy, clap your boy, clap your boy.
You know you were meant to be on the podcast because you're already saying the same.
You already said the little
Like
phrases.
literally without even knowing.
Because someone said no. So one of the episodes,
Yeah.
Don't let it get
Nazo
to
was
you.
saying that you know, if he cheated and his girl was like upset about it, she'd be
Yeah.
like, don't let it get
Don't
to
let it
you.
get to you.
Wow.
So-
That's what you tell your girl if she's like,
Wallahi. Can you?
No, don't take it that way. She just really gave you like a whole lot of...
That's the
a whole lot of...
But so
Kinda.
now, anytime we say something that's supposed to be like,
the topic
yeah,
was
something that's
cheating.
supposed to
You
touch
say-
your hand.
yeah, you say don't let it get to you.
But the topic was cheating. We're talking
Yeah.
about cheating, Sha.
You are letting it get to you.
3 months later.
3 months later, come on now, dog.
that episode was hard, man.
Speaking of relationship, how I know you can't speak on if you're single or not, but like, how is it dating? Just like a dating world and like as an actor.
I would say I don't know any better because I started, my journey in showbiz quite young. I was 16 going on 17, right? And you can't say at 16 years old you really know what a relationship is. Everything you've been in before then is probably just they play.
Cruise.
You guys. So, and I've always been a relationship kind of person. Like, I'm always in a relationship.
You love that.
I mean,
Love is
I
sweet
think that
too.
love is a great thing. Love is a great
Well,
thing.
money.
Even though
Love
it
boy.
they pain too sometimes when they pinch in your gizzard. But yeah, I feel like for me, my personal experience, it's not been that hard because I've been blessed with people who are relatively understanding. Relatively, not all the time, because sometimes they will just be like, really, still filming at 1 a.m. You're still on set.
Let's
at-
get into this real quick. So,
I think I know what you're about to say.
so guys, we wrapped up last night. I'm sorry, my brother, man, but this is content. We wrapped up last night, right, guys? So think about this for a second. We wrapped up last night, so we're supposed to go out and celebrate,
What
right?
time did you wrap up last night?
10. We wrapped up
Okay,
early.
not
We wrapped up
bad.
early.
Yeah.
Which is probably the earliest we've wrapped
Yes,
up.
the
on set.
earliest since we started.
Yeah, we started shooting. And so we're talking about like how we're supposed to go out at night, and everybody in the room at that point in time, some of them are married, some not married. And because like, my wife, man, I've ignored her for the last 10 days. You know, that kind of thing was coming up. And one guy's like, yo, let me show you guys something. And he played a voice note.
That his wife sent to me. Yeah. And this was like from the previous day.
Yeah,
Right? And that day we shot you late.
yeah. We're shooting outside. We're going to get like less busy streets
Yeah.
and stuff.
Yeah.
And then he's like, pick your phone.
Pick your phone.
You are not filming.
It's 1
It's
a.m.
1 a.m.
She's not asking, are you still filming?
No,
Why are you
you're
not
not
picking your phone?
filming.
She's
It's not a
confirming that
question.
you're
She's
not.
saying,
She knows that
you are not shooting at 1 a.m.
Damn.
Pick your phone.
You better answer this thing.
Hey!
And she was very calm about it.
That's even scary.
No, but that's how you know it's scary. When
She was
they're
very calm
calm
about
about
it. She wasn't
it.
shouting.
That's how
Very
you know.
calm.
And the guy didn't make it
That's
to
a
the club. So
No, you're not going to. Are you?
How?
Are you mad?
What are you saying?
After that voice note, you want to make it to the
you want
club?
to sleep there?
In fact, at this point, you're not even in the movie anymore. It's not even that you're not filming.
Just erase me from the credits.
Yes,
I'm not
you're
there.
out.
She actually, wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
I don't know.
And
What.
why does this seem
And
like
we're,
it's
and
something
we're
you can
legit
do?
film.
God,
And
look how
it's-
shocked
yeah.
I am. Can I do that?
And you know
Yeah, I
what's
don't
and you know
know.
what's funny about
No.
it? Those kind of things like low-key will make you like feel sad. And the reason is because we're filming outside,
Right.
yeah.
but we're cold.
Yeah.
Everybody there just wanted to be at home,
Right.
but we couldn't because we had to finish.
Have to finish.
So imagine
Yeah.
someone telling you that it's almost
You're
like
not doing what
And
you're
it-
doing.
like
You can't even
what-
explain.
like
You can't even start to
should
try.
I kill myself?
And
Like
and
I want to be home.
Yeah.
yeah.
That's the one place I want to be, but I can't because I'm filming.
And you're telling me I'm not filming.
And you're telling me that
And the funny
But
thing
I'm
is,
bringing the money to your
yeah, and the funny thing is that you want to go back and tell, oh, I had this day. This was my day.
Yeah.
That's the kind of story you want to go
Yeah.
back to. Next, you
He's already started
You're
like
not
that.
filming.
it kind of like just you're just like
sad.
where do you even go to?
Where do you start?
Just sleep on set.
That's sad.
So I had a story about for you, Oyin, right? I was going to tell you. So
my
I was at
God.
hey, let me know if you see where I was.
No, say it.
No,
It's
no,
your
no,
chest.
Say
Wait,
content.
No,
No, no, no, you already
Use your
said it.
chest.
Context.
you will say people's you will say
Yes.
people's phone.
Exactly.
Content.
Say where you
You'll be
were.
content with what I'm saying.
Say it.
Content.
I was at an event, right?
Which event?
Fuck, even your shoot is an event.
Right?
So
How many events have you had?
Hold on. So well, I was at an event, right?
Yeah.
And I was hosting the event, and
So wedding.
it's the only wedding I host.
Yes.
I do concerts. I do
No,
comedy
in the
shows.
This
past-
not.
in
This
the
one.
past- in the
I
past
feel like
it's
it's a
wedding.
wedding.
It's a
In the
wedding.
past 2 months, he has had a
Any-
birthday. So
Any-
he has
anyways,
I
had
think
a
it's a
birthday.
wedding.
Anyways, somebody brought. So she makes cocktails,
Yeah.
S strings, baby.
and somebody else brought their own cocktails. So anybody that knows me knows that I've been posting pictures with S drinks only.
Who was the event planner?
Yeah, you see,
We can
why
fit
they
time,
smirk? Why they smirk on your face? Anyways,
It's like, who's my competition?
this person they brought like their own drinks, and I made this whole joke like because me and other guys, I'm not even going to name people because everybody there drinks S drinks.
I know this.
So
Okay.
hold on now, why would you be? So when we were drinking the drinks, and someone was trying to take picture. We're like, guy, you got to take picture of us drinking this cocktail.
Ah, you got brand loyalty.
Oh, you
Yeah.
guys.
Brand loyalty.
Aw.
better than
You
anything.
get an S drink. You get it.
My guy. Is he content?
You know what I did for the team?
What is it? You take one for the team, bro.
No, but legitimately, the woman had a problem with me. Apparently,
Why?
she was a different situation, but she had a problem with me at that night. Well, anyway, that's a different
Well, I
story.
think I know what drink it
What it
is.
was-
She's not competition, babe.
It was-
It's okay.
technically,
I like that.
She's not. I've had the drinks.
talk your shit.
You literally have to.
With
You
your
need
chest.
to taste your. You know,
That's
I
what-
had to
Yeah.
drink
Yeah.
it.
Damn.
How do you scope your competition? The acting you
You watched it?
oh, you don't test them.
Watch their film.
Like, I tasted it. I went to go and buy it, so I supported it. I went to. First of all, it's too expensive for that kind of drink.
Let's
kinda-
hold it. Let's cool it because they want to book me next time. Let them be able to still book me, please.
Is she the event planner?
Right?
No, that's the reason why she was mad at me. She had contacted me for an event. I never responded, but that's
she'll be fine.
That's what happens when you just
She'll
DM
be
me. You
alright.
gotta
Don't
email me.
worry.
No.
Plenty weddings
We need
this,
to- we need
this
to-
summer.
Yeah,
SG,
plenty
You already
wedding.
booked out anyways.
Plenty weddings,
You
but
people should reduce your
can't help
volume.
the ministry by
Don't worry.
shutting down.
Reduce
You
the volume.
host at my wedding. Okay, let me find babe first. You host.
No, he'll look at you. He's like, I'm not hosting. I'm a guest.
I want to go over for her wedding. We're just going there to make sure say.
So let's talk about the Chris Rock thing that recently happened. I don't know if you guys
Oh,
saw it.
damn.
Who hasn't?
You were surprised.
The Dave Chappelle
But do you-
situation and the guy getting beat up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
So
Dave,
the Dave
okay.
Chappelle one.
Not
Yeah.
Chris Rock,
The
Oh,
guy
okay.
getting attacked. So do you think, because everybody knows the story, so I'm not going to tell you the story. If you don't know the story, Google it, check on TMZ. Do you think that it's the Chris, I mean, he made a whole Will Smith joke, but you think the Will Smith thing is a precedent to that? To people having that morale that I could just go on stage? Like, I think so.
Yeah.
I
I
agree.
think that
Yeah.
it's a
I agree.
motivation.
It is.
I agree. And that was what I found wrong about it. Whatever, I mean, it's just like as an actor, right? I can come on screen or on stage or whatever and mimic someone or make fun of. You make fun of people,
Yeah.
presidents, you know,
Entertainment.
important people, and it's what you do. It's your job, right? I feel like comedians make money
Right.
or make a living from literally yabbing people,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Will Smith is also sort of like a comedian as well because it's done like comedy.
Yeah.
Right. If you check like stuff he's done before, there was a clip I saw. He was on a talk show and he was teasing someone who was bald.
Yeah.
And everyone laughed about it. So yeah, even if whatever it is that he said got to you, I felt like he handled it wrongly.
Yeah,
because she really shouldn't do that. Not on an Oscar. Come on. So I feel like it kind of like made people feel like, yeah, we can do that.
Yeah.
We can do that. And it doesn't make comedians feel safe while they're doing their job.
Put them on a lot.
You know. So I feel like kind
That's why if I put on stage, it's always gonna be 4 of us now. It's like-
Yeah.
So if the slap misses me, we'll touch.
That's why I was.
You see, that's what,
Yeah.
from there's somebody before me. So when they force me, the momentum reduces. So I'll just get the cushion. I'll be like, you have hit me.
You actually not serious.
I think it was wrong, and I think that because he probably felt like, I don't know what he was thinking. He's the only one who knows that, but knowing that Chris Rock is, I don't know him personally, but obviously we see him on TV, watch his shows. It seems like he's a calm person, right? Who I'm not even surprised that he did not retaliate. He doesn't seem like that kind of guy,
Yeah.
right?
Sure.
And if I can know that, I don't even know him personally, let alone Will Smith, who may have or has worked with him,
Yeah.
right? He probably wouldn't do that for someone else
Of
who's
course.
not
Who
Chris
would
Rock.
retaliate?
You know, he wouldn't do it. There are people. It's almost like pick on someone your own side. You get what I mean?
Yeah. A lot of people have been saying like if it was The Rock,
He would
have
not
that
even
now.
have tried it.
If it was anybody,
He
Nowhere
wouldn't.
near.
Yeah, he would have sat on that chair.
Yeah.
Yeah, for those you can smell but the rock
Right.
is cooking.
Yeah, it's-
That's why I'm low-key happy about the whole Dave Chappelle one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like you can't do
that
that,
guy,
shit.
that guy went in
gonna
there
get jumped.
and came back with a hand.
Literally, the guy
Yeah.
was
Came
like
back with
this.
it.
Yeah.
On the other
Like,
side.
like, bruh.
And like, I mean, what you just said is kind of like what from the comedic world is like, what was it? So now you're putting a lot of comedians and entertainers at risk
Yeah.
of-
Yeah.
and a lot of things are going to get watered down. So now you either have to apologize,
Yeah.
or post apologize,
Yeah.
or water down
Or water down your jokes
Like,
because
it's just-
you're
it's
you
just
don't know
an
the one that
off-
you see and someone will walk up to
Yeah.
you and
You're not
shoot
trying
you
to put respect
right there.
in cracking a joke. You're not
Yeah.
trying to put respect in cracking a joke.
It's like,
right?
what's the point of it anymore then?
Yeah.
Yeah, the other day, a few days ago, they had the White House Correspondents' Dinner and stuff, right?
Yeah.
And then you could literally hear like because they had the main comedian to talk for the night was
it Trevor?
Trevor, yeah.
Yeah.
So kudos to him. I mean, they haven't had that in, I think they said 6 years. So all through Donald Trump's whatever, they didn't have that.
Yeah.
And then first 2 years was pandemic, right?
Yeah.
So they were having this, so it's like a nice thing for a lot of them to have. So they had him talk, and he's like, okay, this is the only country where you can make a joke about the president and you'll not go to jail. And he turned to Biden and be like, I won't go to jail, right? I won't go to jail, right? And then I think someone made a joke about Putin and he went to jail. And he went to jail,
Yeah.
right? So it's like all these things is now like is watching down that comedy. That feeling
Yeah.
is not there anymore.
Yeah.
It's now like you have to be safe
Yeah.
on stage with your words and then with your actions too. It's taking the art away from the job. It's not that great anymore.
So speaking of being attacked, have you you're filmed in Nigeria? Have you guys been like attacked on set? Or like not necessarily attacked, but like there was a mob waiting for you guys to finish filming, and when you finish, you come and take care of them.
Yeah, actually, this film we just finished shooting because we had to shoot partly in Nigeria and here in Canada. We had a bunch of scenes that we had to shoot in Mushi. I don't know if you know that market.
Yeah.
It's very ghetto, and yeah, the boys there. Yeah, they didn't really trouble us much, but because we were prepared and we knew what to do, so we kind of like made that happen even before we started shooting. But still, you know, people will come and say, settle us, and then you settle a different group of people comes, or settle us. So we settle these people. We don't know who they are. We are new people, so you literally have to like keep doing
settling,
that.
yeah.
On several projects where you just, you know, some locations that you want to shoot, people just show up and, you know, threaten you, seize your cameras, your equipment. Yeah, I shot a movie one time in Ogun State, and the house that we were filming in, the lead actress got into almost got into a fist fight with one of the neighbors there because the house, which is all just kind of like face me, I face you, because that's what the story is.
Right.
And it had, if you know what face me face shoe is like, it's like every day there's somebody's fighting somebody.
Somebody's fighting something for sure.
You know, so it was a lot trying to get them to, not make a lot of noise, filming now, sound and all of that. So it got to a point where they are not even having it anymore. They were just changing it for us. And the lead actress is someone who in real life, she says it everywhere. She grew up in that kind of environment. So you cannot come and be doing, it's almost like they want to be changing it for me. Me self, I be streets.
Yes.
That kind of, and they almost like got into a fist fight. Right, it was crazy, and it took like half of the day of shoot from us. So things like that do happen.
So for context, Chris was in town to film a movie. Shout out to Charles, who has been on the podcast already. Charles Okagbue, amazing director. Yeah, he worked with a lot of amazing talent. And I guess you guys get to kind of get a sort of an inside scoop. The movie's called Finding Aldera. I don't know when it's out, but we spent 12 long hard days filming that movie. But I had to get
in Canada.
In Canada.
Yeah.
Sorry,
we still shot in Nigeria.
Yeah, how many days you shoot in Nigeria?
Yeah,
12 days is only in Canada.
How many days you shoot in Nigeria?
I was on set because they started filming even before I showed up, and then continued filming after I left because they had to shoot like my younger self, and then a bunch of other scenes when I left because I had to leave the country. I had other things to do, but I was on set for about a week and a half or so.
Oh boy,
yeah.
Okay,
you were on set for at least
a month.
Basically.
Yeah, I've been on set for longer.
So
on other projects.
What is the difference between filming here versus back home?
The major difference, because this is my first time filming outside Nigeria, right? Okay, not outside Nigeria. First time filming in Canada. I filmed in the UK. Relatively the same. What I would say is the major difference is the pace. In Nigeria, we're super fast. You guys, we are knocking off scenes. We are shooting 10, 15 scenes a day. Now, I don't know if it's ideal or not, depending on how you want to look at it. Right. Some people feel like, no, when filmmaking is an art, you should be able to just calm down, shoot one scene a day, go back, relax, and then come back the next day fresh. Great. Some other people feel like, let's get the work going. Now, what I'm used to is let's get the work going, because that's the industry I grew up in, right? So obviously coming here and, having to experience something different, where we tried to be faster, but for some reason we just couldn't. So I'm my kind of person, I get restless when I'm supposed to be working, but I'm not working. I'd rather be in the house and know that I'm not doing anything. But once I get to set, I want to shoot. I'm in costume, I have my lines, I want to film. So all those 1 hour, 2 hours that they're using to, it's almost like your energy comes up, let's film. And then you're wasting so much time, your energy drops. And then you're ready to film, you have to now get the energy back up where it is. And then you finish that scene and the energy is there, you want to go to the next one and then it drops. So it can be draining. So I would say that's the major difference, other than the weather. Filming outdoors here is not fun. It's not fun. No, it's not fun.
Again,
at all.
you plan the outfits, but you don't plan for the weather.
Right?
I think
You always plan for the weather in this country.
I think it's funny because Finding Aldera is supposed to be a summer movie.
Yeah.
So, and when
in this Canada, shock you.
Yeah. No, I mean, we'll get into the whole movie when we finally get Toka and Charles on here to talk about the movie. But it was an amazing experience. Amazing cast.
It actually was.
Yeah, it was. It was a lot of fun moments in there. What's been your biggest takeaway from the movie in terms of like experience and fun?
It would probably be, I think every single day was great. But I really liked the scene. I liked a bunch of scenes, which I don't really want to give out. But working with the lead actress was really, really fun. First time working with her, she's super amazing. And just being able to create that chemistry without having met someone before, which is the job. You come on set, you have to become a character who's in love with somebody else, who's been in a relationship with someone for like 10 years. But in reality, you don't know anything about this person. You have to, make it look authentic, believable. So it was very easy. She made it very easy. The crew was amazing. So I can't say that there's any particular moment that was like, the highlight for me, because every day was great. But that particular day we shot at the docks, I could see her.
Wait, I have a question.
Yeah, sure.
I'm so sorry.
Yeah.
So, you said love.
Why do I feel like I know this?
So when you're kissing on set, I feel like a lot of people want to know.
Time. Like I get it every time.
You are not going to be in it.
I'm sure you get this question every time.
Every time.
I'm actually very curious to
every
know,
time,
because I wanted to be an actress. I'm not gonna lie.
So what's the question?
Wanted.
So when you're kissing on set, do you get a moment where you're like, I don't want to stop, or is it awkward? Like, because people are watching you literally like make out or like quote unquote have sex and stuff like that.
I feel it's relative from one individual to the other. You know, for actors, for me, my technique may not work for you or for him. Now, because other than an actor, he probably already knows this. We haven't had the conversation, but he kind of already knows that I'm also very technical. Like, I know a lot of stuff that happens behind the camera in terms of like picture angles and all of that. Now, for me, technically, when I'm shooting those kind of scenes that are intimate, kissing or sex or whatever, I am mentally more concerned about how it looks on screen, right? Are we getting the right picture? Does it look believable? Do people actually believe that we're doing it even though we're not, right? So I get carried away by that I forget to even feel anything. I'm not saying that I've not had scenes with people who I found attractive. You're a human being, come on, you know, but the job requires that you stay professional. Whatever that wants to happen when you finish your shoot,
That's your business.
but while the shoot is happening, you gotta do what you gotta do.
Now, the first is always anything that has food involved. That's the things I'm interested in. All those kissing.
Restaurant extras. You know,
And you actually
Or you
take
get the
those-
actual food.
The weirdest experience I've had though, having an intimate sex scene was doing a movie where the actress was someone who I was previously in a relationship with before.
Hey,
Bah.
how was that?
situations.
We have to
So,
pull up your IMDb.
It was awkward. I'm not gonna give it movie time. Now,
We'll
what's
pull up your series.
what's messed up
We're going
about
to have a Chris marathon.
what was messed up about it was that the producer, every single person on the set knew that we were in a relationship. When we were together, they all knew us together, right? And we were on our separate ways, still good friends, talk every now and again. They casted both of us for the same film and refused to tell us who was playing the other person. So
Ain't
I'm
no
like,
way.
so who's
They
playing my?
didn't know.
Ain't no
Don't worry,
way.
you find out when you get on set. Usually, like,
Ain't no
I don't really care. When I get to
Yeah.
sit down, even if it's the day we are starting shoot, when I get down, meet the person.
meet
We'll
the
hit it
person.
off, we'll shoot. It's no
No
problem.
fucking
We don't have
way.
to meet a month before.
Yeah.
The same thing with her. So the day we are supposed to start filming,
mess up.
I show up, park my car, walk into the building,
That's awkward.
open the door. I see her, she sees me. We instantly at the same time say, no way. Because we already, like the moment she saw me and I saw her, we knew that
Yeah.
she's the one playing that role.
Yeah.
And then we turned to the producer and she's like,
He's like, drama. I'm getting it.
I mean, it's day one. You can't turn down the role.
Yeah.
They already paid you some of the money. So you can't say you're not doing, you know. And we've read the script. We already knew that we are going to do this thing inside this film.
It's a sticky situation.
So day one, set was just very scarce. Just a few people. The day we were shooting the sex scene, it was as if they invited extras to watch the scene. Like, even people that did not need to be in the room.
in the room.
What has the location bus driver? What's his business with this scene? Why is he standing there? I don't understand. Makeup, fine. Wardrobe, fine. Right?
Yeah.
Continuity person, right? Extra that is not even in the scene that we are
Logistics
shooting
coordinator,
is standing
everything.
behind somebody and it's like, have they said action? I'm not understand what's happening. Why is everybody here? And they had to
my
decongest. It was
God.
bad. They had to decongest. It's one small room, heat, so everybody was sweating because people are too much.
They are watching film when they are shooting film.
You know, and the actress is naturally a shy person who was already feeling very weirded out, knowing that we're gonna. And then there's, in fact, the audience. We are already. The film have not come out, but people have seen it.
Hey, I'm telling you, they are watching the film. Why are you shooting
Like
the film?
the director just had to like decongest. Like, if you know you're not important here, I had to. You outside, go. When the movie comes out, you see it.
What's your
Oh
role?
my
You know?
God.
Oh, location scout.
Yeah,
Leave this
I don't
place. Go and find
understand.
the next
You know,
location.
so it
Watch
was
the driver say-
so it was a bit awkward having to, you know, kiss someone, fake kiss someone who you've actually real kissed before.
Yeah.
You know,
So why would you
so
fake kisses? Just go
Just,
for
I
the-
mean,
You know you've been there.
yeah,
So
but that's what I'm
it's
saying.
like,
Like
you know-
it's very difficult to know how to react or how to feel in that situation. If you and I, like I'm just meeting you for the first time, if you had to do a kissing scene right now,
Yeah.
if I had to fake kiss you, I've been in for so long that I can
different.
fake kiss you right now that people in this room will believe that
Yeah.
this people that you get. I already know how to do that mentally,
Yeah.
right? But doing that with someone
how
who
to learn.
He wants to experiment.
This guy will not stop the shoot. They will do cut. They will do, see what this guy will be doing. See him on the lip.
Exactly the way I saw him move, I'm like, this guy's
That's why I was like,
nonsense.
Like this.
let's just get that example. I just
Yeah.
knew one of these two.
There's a camera already. We're already
Yeah.
on set. We have
I'll
actors.
be like, let's give them extra scene.
We can say
I'm not an actress,
Okay, see,
so
You said you wanted to be an actress.
I was like 16.
This is how you start. You start somewhere.
Can you please go to the next question?
Think about it. What is
I'm
that?
actually getting embarrassed. I'm not even-
What is that a Patreon account? This could be an exclusive content.
Yeah.
We'll send the
Can you
funds.
tell them to go to the next question?
And sometimes directors take the piss as well, where they refuse this because as an actor professionally, you're not supposed to stop acting until you hear cut,
Yeah.
right? They don't say, they just let you keep going.
They don't say.
Yeah.
So you're like they're having fake sex until
And you're
Yeah,
literally
you just
like-
keep going. You're kissing and they're just
I'm
waiting.
telling you, you're giving them extra cut. Give the directors a little bit more.
Yeah, we
leeway.
need to fade out.
Yeah,
we need to
yeah.
fade it out
Eh.
easily. 3
So that
seconds
it's not
fade
be
out.
like bash in that cut.
So why did you say cut? Is that there's a moment I'm looking for 1 hour?
At that moment they look
I
So
don't
that makes
understand.
sense, though.
the moment where you see my face and I'm fake coming. I don't understand. What is that?
Nah, man. That director for that particular movie, she
So she's the matchmaker.
she kept everything on the house, and then when everybody go, yeah, I'm finally getting. This is a story, bro.
Because for the longest of time, they've been wanting us to get back together. So it was like, so it was almost like, let us set them
That's
up.
why.
It still did not work because it did not come back together.
Aww.
Yeah.
So
It's
before
fine.
we get out of here, because I know you got to catch a flight in a bit.
Yeah.
Again, thank you for doing this.
catch a
What's the
flight,
hardest
okay.
role you've played so far?
The
By the
hardest
way,
show.
I checked out Lotana, which
Yeah.
is like sort of one of the most, not necessarily the most recent, but it's fairly recent.
Yeah.
It's a great movie.
Yeah, that would be my most challenging role.
Was
ever.
that your first lead
No,
role? No,
Lutana
Okay.
was 2017, if I'm not mistaken, and I've done a bunch
You've
of
done a
stuff
bunch
between-
of, yeah.
I would say it was before then. It was like the biggest thing I'd ever done,
Right.
You know, because it was like the first major movie in cinemas where I, played the lead character, not like sub lead or whatever, and then the character was very deep, which I really enjoy. It's the kind of roles I like to play, just like my role in Finding Audio Rap.
Yeah.
I like to play roles that I don't want to be to look at the TV and see Chris. I want to look at the TV and see the character. So I know that I'm not the best looking guy out there, but I try small, right? But I don't like to look nice in movies. I like when people see me in movies, they're like, and then see me in real life and they're like, they can't.
It's not matching.
Yeah.
Let's say in real life, you're using filter.
So Lutana was that kind of movie because the character is someone who was deeply, deeply sad. He had very, very few moments of genuine laughter or happiness or even smile in the movie, which is the complete opposite of who I am. I am a goofball who's always joking around, laughing, not asking me, so being in that headspace where I have to remember that you have to stay sad for like 2.5 weeks of just filming. It was challenging and it was enjoyable just being that person who's not who I am. So it would be like the toughest movie I've ever done.
It was directed by Toka.
It was directed by Toka McBarrow. Yeah.
Who worked on this set too.
Yeah.
Got crazy talent.
That's dope.
Anybody got any questions before we jump out of here? Acting, pick it up. Let's get it.
I actually went to drama school though, so
Just like you were part of the choir.
Hey!
Chemsy,
What's going on?
Chemsy, I'm watching
Something
you.
inspiring.
Because I'm tired
I was
today.
too quiet
It's
today.
because
No,
I'm
I had
tired
to shoot one.
today. Don't worry.
Yeah.
No, like I actually did go to drama school like for 3 years, and I was in choir. But it was a punishment because I always missed church.
They put you in choir as a punishment.
Walai. Because I always missed church.
Wow.
So they felt like we needed her to be disciplined. So like every Saturday rehearsals and everything, and I have no choice.
So
When
when
I
did they
got
kick you
kicked out. I literally lasted like, how can my mates be outside and I'm doing? No, I was still young.
So you shouldn't be saying it outside that you are in the choir. With
No,
your
I
chest.
still serve God now.
Because
What's
you
this?
say they put you in choir.
Because the
Just
voice
say
is
like
kind of still there, but it's just like nah. But what made you go into acting?
I never wanted to be an actor. It was just chance.
Oh.
It just happened. I wanted to be in showbiz. I actually wanted to do music. Started off as a model in 2004. So 2007 was when acting started. And this is cliche story, but true story. For a bunch of friends of mine who were trying to get into acting to an audition simply because I was freaking bored at home. I was trying to get into uni. I was just bored. Got to the audition. And you know how people are just plenty and people are going in and coming out and going, guy, what did he ask you? They're just asking all nervous and everything. Like, it's not like do or die. I'd already been used to auditions from like 2004, 2007. I've been going for lots of auditions because of modeling. So I was already used to it. They weren't. So I found it a bit amusing. And they were like, oh, you think it's so easy? Go give it a shot. I'm like, first of all, I'm not interested in this act people are doing, but it's really not that hard. They're not going to kill you. That they give you yes or no. You be going to a house, Abby. Let's just try. I'm like, fine. I got in there, auditioned for it. I got the role. None of them didn't. I turned it down because I didn't want to do it.
Drop.
Yeah, I didn't want to do it, but for some reason, the director kept calling me back for like stuff for like months. Like he would call me, I'm preparing for jam, please. I'm reading book. I want to go to school. This is not this acting. He was persistent, and eventually I decided to answer him, and I went for another reading, and he gave me a small role in a TV series called The Station. That was my very first acting gig whatsoever, and started off from there. And he gave me the second one, and yeah, I had time on my hands. I had not gotten into university. They struggle with jump and stuff like that. And I just wanted to stay busy. Right. And I was making small money as well.
What's the smallest figure you got paid for a role?
I would say it's probably for that The Station. I was paid 7,500 naira per episode. And it's really not so bad compared to what other people have been paid when they first started. Yes.
7,500 naira.
Yeah, per
That's
episode.
like how much in dollars?
In 2000.
Seven what?
In
It's
2000.
not
$7.
That's probably like
$1
less.
it's
way
like
less.
maybe it's not even up to $1 safe. Okay.
This Canadian dollar was
In today's money.
Yeah,
No,
it was,
but-
7,500 per episode.
But then how many episodes were you on though?
For that one, it was just one episode.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Damn.
But the next one, I got a bigger role. The same amount, but I got a bigger role that had more screen time, more episodes and stuff like that. And then, yeah, just kicked off that way.
Nice.
Yeah.
All right, you've been singing. I get to sing for us.
As in,
You're the project fee.
A free show.
give us
Let me
acapella.
call my management.
That's the
We'll
word.
click for
That's
you,
the
yeah.
two things I had while filming on set was, what was the two words I had is break and management. Those are the two words I had on that set. But that's a different story for another day.
Come on, give us something.
So when they ask you to sing, that's when all the songs will not disappear from your head. I'm sure you can relate because you were in the choir. She was in the
No,
choir.
my own was punishment.
Yeah.
Then I was now white garment choir. It's not the same thing.
Okay, let me see. The only song that is coming to my head now is actually a female song, but I would sing it in a male way. I guess it's the. What's the title again? Is Alicia Keys? The Some People Want It All.
Oh, yeah, sing.
You have voice like that.
Ladies and gentlemen.
Hey, don't
Presenting.
make it like it's a big deal.
It's a big deal.
I just want to talk, but with
coming
melody.
to the stage. The next voice you're going to hear
Dun, dun,
is
dun.
by the one and only Chris Okagbue.
You don't give me pre-warning to eat okra, so the throat can.
Quite upset.
And sing. Action.
I'm just gonna go straight to the chorus, right?
Yeah, go now.
My heart is beating fast.
Small sing, you cannot sing.
Or just give us a monologue. Do a
All right,
monologue.
all right. I'll just do the singing.
Oh!
Some people want it all, but I don't want nothing at all. If it ain't you, baby. If I ain't got you, baby. Some people want diamond rings, but some just want everything. 'Cause everything means nothing if I ain't got you, yeah.
Why was your heart beating fast again?
Grab your copy
Now.
Why? What?
Are you?
Thanks,
And this is why he was nervous.
Some people want it all.
They got it all.
Hey yo.
Someone.
That was good.
Oh,
Nah,
thank you,
bro,
thank
nah.
you, thank you.
Gee, that
You
was-
made me
that
believe the
was-
song.
All right, before we get out of here, again, thank you so much for coming through.
Thank you for
I know
having me.
The schedule has been tight. You know, thank you for squeezing us in. Ladies and gentlemen, make sure you check out his stuff. He's also a content creator. Like, he showed me this reel. Like, we went to the club
Yeah.
and he made a reel between 10 o'clock and 11 a.m. this morning of like what had gone down, and like he's into a lot of content creation. Like, he does that thing really, really good.
Nice.
So I don't know how you do it, brother, because like I mean, I guess you
Like
have
I
time
said,
on
on the go.
on the go.
On the go.
I'm always on the steering wheel, so it ain't gonna happen.
On the drive.
He actually is on the drive.
Really?
So we'll play a quick game.
Yeah.
It's a process of elimination, right?
Okay.
When you
That
play
one
this game,
again?
Yeah, exactly. So we're gonna make sentences.
Yeah.
So it'll be like, this boy is ugly, but we'll keep going.
One
so
word
it
only.
has to be only one
So
word,
it has to
and it has to
And it
make
has to make
sense.
sense.
Makes sense.
What does
Makes-
the winner
was
get?
one word,
You guys
yeah.
realize.
You don't
Get
get
bragging
nothing.
rights.
It's a rep. It's a
You get
street
good
rep.
job.
Yeah, you guys realize that I actually went for a show that was about games and I won the show.
That was the joke.
That-
though.
that-
That was
that was the
that's some
job.
Boy Scout stuff.
I had to do a lot of riddles
Someone
and
can
puzzles
sing
and
for
shit.
you. You can win a show.
Okay.
Maybe
but-
that
but
one
it-
they put you
but
in
the
the
Don't
backyard
you win
is
the show
different.
now?
But then again, it was a lifetime ago. Maybe now to form
Who
sentence.
hosted that one? Was it okay Bakassi still?
No, it was Bob Manuel Udoku and,
Bob Manuel Udoku was the one that
and Dari
hosted
at
it.
Aladdin.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh,
the
yeah,
first time
yeah.
we had two hosts at
Yeah.
the same time.
No shit, but I
yeah.
don't think there
think
has
I
ever
was-
been in the jungle. I don't think he
I've
was
seen
surviving the jungle.
Manuel
was.
Doku hosted a lot of them.
Yeah. And
Yeah,
Chidi
Bob
Mokeme
Manuel.
also hosted.
Chidi Mokeme, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Sorry, I meant to say Chidi, not Monkey Bakassi. All right. Shamsi,
I start
you start.
today.
So how does this game go again?
We say one word and then
Yeah.
each person says one
To
word
complete
to
the
follow
sentence.
to
Form a
make the
sentence that
sentence.
actually
Makes sense.
Yes.
So I'm
Damn.
going this way.
Yeah.
All right.
You'll be the last person.
Let's do this.
All right, ready? Today,
Is
A.
Good.
Day.
2.
Get out, babes.
Wow.
it's lack of sleep. I haven't slept for a very long time. And English is not my first language.
What is it
Pidgin
then?
is my first language. Vernacular.
Today we did.
All right. You go.
Okay.
Jesus.
Let's
Us.
Begin.
2.
try the
The hell?
try the
Are you saying tidy or tidy?
Tidy,
Pick a struggle.
Get out. Get out.
Tidy.
Get.
Peace out.
You know how much okay.
Peace
You had to
out.
throw me off.
I'm out.
I serve a living God.
It's as if they're outing this way.
Out in this way.
Which means she's going to win.
Wait till.
Oyin, you start.
She's not starting.
It's the person
okay,
right after
great.
person
Okay. That
Girl.
is
a
Bitch.
2.
you
And
She
is
just
talking.
fool.
like
What?
Idiot.
Like what idiot? But I don't. That English don't make sense. As a partner, join us. Join us.
it's really going this way.
This way.
Make sure you don't.
What's going on?
If you didn't know this, I get kicked out on the first round every time.
That's hard to believe.
It's actually going this way.
All right, Chris, you start.
But seeing that I'm a gentleman,
You did.
do I really want to win this? I don't want to come to like your zone.
See, we Nigerians here, we know how to make excuse for anything. So if we lose now, we say,
See, I was a
a
gentleman.
gentleman. I was
she's
a
a
gentleman.
gentleman. She's a
Chivalry.
lady, you know.
Yeah. This is not acting. This is not acting,
Okay,
bro.
let's go. Let's go.
You start.
Okay. Evidently,
We
can't
talk
just
to
me,
and
you,
about
anything
we
can
say.
afford to.
You are.
words.
It
It
actually
has
is.
to be one word.
It actually is that way. Wow. Well done. It really is.
I'm a soothsayer. I knew that it was coming this way from the very beginning. Just
my-
always remember it was the
was-
episode that I was in that she won for the
There-
first time.
Come on.
I'll give you a shout out. Don't worry.
Well done, babes.
Now, man,
was
but
fun.
we're gonna get out of here, man. Thank you so much, Chris. We hope to have you back on this. You're welcome
Definitely,
anytime. Your neighbor, your family. And yeah, great work on set. You did an amazing job.
Appreciate it. Thank
I was like, I was running around doing a lot of other things, but
Yeah.
from what I saw, amazing job. Can't wait to celebrate your wins with you.
Thank you so much.
Ladies and gentlemen, this has been Backyardbants, the comedy podcast. You already know it's the #1 podcast. I say it with my chest every time. I'm your humble and gracious host. I go by the name Mr. Dre. I'm in the building with my nearest and dearest of friends and my senior colleague. Vice Minister, please sign us out.
You know the vibes. We out here. It's your man, Imina, aka the Free Eagle, aka Triple E, aka the Patrician Eagle, aka you know what is popping. Let's get it popping. Jeez. Done.
Oh, you talk to them.
I feel like I need my own like.
No, just do it. I guess. Yeah, I guess.
Excuse me.
Excuse
I'm a family member.
me.
Hey guys, you already know what it is. It's Oyin. You can find me on Instagram, Oyin.a_, and also on InSync at InSync Toronto. And of course, the baddest drinks out there. No competition. RS drinks. Let's get it popping. Period. Bye. Love you.
She said it.
Damn, man.
All I heard was no competition.
No competition.
Zero, baby.
She didn't on them.
That's what it is.
Chris, sign up for us. my brother.
Guys, thank you for having me. The name is Chris Okagbue. I'll follow her lead. Follow me on social media, please. We do need the followers. It's Chris _Okagbue. That's CHRIS_OKAGBU.
It's a celebrity for me, humble.
Blue check mark.
Please.
All I saw was blue check mark.
I was going to say, he has a blue check.
It's Maka that used to mark it.
I want blue check mark too now.
Shamsi, Powerhouse of the podcast. Sign us out.
It's your girl Shamsi, aka Ton
Amour.
You said I can sing. Boom, boom.